Today is March 4th, 2023. This year is definitely different. I've embarked on a FTMO challenge evaluation and hopefully to becoming a FTMO trader. I've also miraculously have recovered from a severe drawdown in my personal account and 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 teetering on becoming break even for the whole year. What I've noticed about with the FTMO trades is that there is a maximum loss, maximum daily loss, and they emphasize stop losses. And imagining these things, and after having seen on YouTube the movie called Margin Call, essentially overnight, one of the trading firms decided to unload the tranches, the housing crisis tranches. And what that did was create a massive downturn. I believe that's called what is that? It's called the 2007, 2008 a situation where the whole totality of housing market crashed. And if anybody had money back then, they would have just bought some houses. Now, what is that, like 15, 14 years later, the housing would have just been incredible amount of returns. And so things are definitely different this year, despite the fact that I've repeatedly lost a severe drawdown a couple times. And had I used a stop loss, that would have been a totally different day. It would have been a minor blip on my journey to becoming a consistently profitable day trader. Um, to note, it is essentially I'm going for the 10K FTMO challenge as well as the 50K challenge. My legal issue has been resolved. All I have to do is pay a minimum of $100 according to the prosecution because I told the judge simply, hey, look, how do I pay when I'm unemployed? And if you're asking me, why are you unemployed? Well, duh. In America, if you have a felony of any kind, you can't get a job in a very reputable company. And every company is reputable, right? Except for a charitable, faith-based organizations who are forgiving. Okay, just like the Westside Drive-In. That's why I'm still employed, going on almost 2 years now, a year and a half. God allowed me to have that job so that I can survive. Okay, so my employment seems to be okay for now, as long as I'm like working hard and getting things done and making little mistakes and not making any mistakes. As far as the housing is concerned, it is also doing well. For a while, the people upstairs were like jumping up and down at 2 o'clock in the morning and things like that, and cigarette smokes everywhere. But now it seems to have tapered down a bit. Perhaps God has whispered into that there are people who live like myself who are not a smoker and live very quietly. The only reason I'm there is just to sleep. I don't even eat there. Okay, so now my trading has taken a different turn. My issue has been resolved, and I plan to pay everything off. So let's repeat that. So the first part is the work seems to be okay, and then my legal issues is okay. The housing is okay, um, and um, and my trading seems to be moving in the right direction. So those are the four things that I need to expand upon. And once those things start to blossom, then whole new level of understanding, whole new level of life begins after that point. It means that I have recovered. It means that I have. It's essentially I have. It means that I have essentially uh, uh, dug myself out of the hole, and then and moving on the other side of I can see the daylight. That means that I can see the daylight, and as I continue further and further into my development, it's going to essentially get better and better. And what I have to do is worry about, I'm going to be 54 in a little bit, and just have to worry about my health. And the reality is, after having lived almost 54 years now, is that uh, essentially, I told a coworker of mine, I told him, look, when I get to a certain level, I would like to order a bunch of food from Westside Drive-In, retail, without any discounts, so it helps the restaurant. And then what I would like to do is take that food and go to the homeless shelter that I was at for 1 year. Okay. So along with that, I'll go to Costco and get like 200 towels, brand new towels, because the homeless shelter, people who goes in and out, they take towels with them. It just happens. Okay, it just happens, even with utensils. So they take it, right. So what I plan to do is, once I get to a certain level of comfort, then I would like to do those things. Two things: Costco trip, um, towels, utensils. That's one. And then I'll get a bunch of food from Westside Drive-In, and then I would take it to the homeless shelter as a form of thank you, to say, hey, look, I appreciate it. Look, I've survived because of your help. I've survived, okay? And I'm moving in those four directions. Legal issue has been resolved. Now all I have to do is consistently make payments, and when I become consistently profitable, it's going to be just paid off completely. Okay, that's how day trading works, as everyone knows, right? Once I become consistent, the money flows in, so I can just take care of that. As far as the job is concerned, even if I become a millionaire, maybe it's a good thing to work at Westside, just to like exercise. I mean, it's a really good exercise, I tell you what. I could eat like everything when I'm not working, and then because of the physical requirements to work there, I mean, I just burn it off very fast. The third part is housing. I could probably move into a better place, things like that. And as far as the trading is concerned, it's a it's a it's something that I would it's something that I love to do for the rest of my life. There may be a time when I wish to maybe add into what I want to do. Just like my webpage, it has several things that I'm attempting to do to expand upon. And maybe I would like to create a blockbuster. Maybe I could write a screen. Maybe I can screenwrite a blockbuster movie. I would love to do that. Something that is just just something. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I have to get there first. So that's where I am. Um, so uh, I still have about I traded for the sixth day today, because I've already achieved the target profit target for the 10K. I just traded crypto today because crypto's open today, and I just traded and then sold, but it cost me like $20. Okay, because of the spread. Okay, I bought here and sold here, so that's about a $20 gap there. So I'm still above it. Next time I would just buy one share instead of being 100. um, I think, was it on Friday or something? So I was already passing on the 10K, and I decided just buy 100 shares of some stock. I think it was Apple or Amazon or something, and then it started to dip below. It was Amazon. It started. I bought a put, I think, and it started to keep going up, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's like I've actually below where the profit target is, and so I had to. Anyway, so I finally got it back up, and now it's above the 10% level. So I'm going to be very smart for the next 4 days. What I plan to do is just one share, buy and sell, because I have to trade every day. So for the next 4 days, I'll spend about $4, less than $4, with the commission and all that stuff, maybe $1 a day, and then I will be done, because currently I'm like slightly above 10%. With every day of spending about $4, one buck a day, I should be able to pass that. So I will be done with that. And then I'll concentrate on working on the 50K challenge, which I am approximately about 72% of the way. So the trading journey has come to this point, and I've also, even though I don't use UK spreading that much, because I've virtually viewed practically every one of their videos, and the trading that I've done so far is helping me to essentially be be ready and able to perform the this challenge. And once I pass this challenge, it seems there seems to be a significant um, significant gains that will be achieved on a consistent basis. And when that happens, I'll have a income stream. So essentially, Westside Drive-In will support my financial needs to to keep my daily living going, and then I'll have the FTMO to essentially bring in the profits. Okay, and then my personal account will essentially move in a uh, uh, very growth oriented manner to just elevate my trading. So I essentially have currently will have I'm in the position of making three income streams where the profits will support my current situation, pay off the restitutions and things like that, and then prepare myself for what will occur in the future. And the whole purpose is to after now to come full circle to the statement is money is great. Um, as long as I can go to a buffet right around the corner here and go to a restaurant and eat and things like that, and the Lord knows that's something that I would be happy with. And what I would like to do is my ex-wife, who's she's gonna be like 50 years old soon, so she might be people who are working for 95. They it would be difficult to keep working. So what I would like to do is give her enough money so that she doesn't have to work. But she can work to socialize, but she doesn't really have to work, kind of a situation. And then I would like to prepare my kids so that if they wish to, they can pursue the same career that I have, and and uh, and whatever I have, they'll have, because I will be satisfied with a once I get a house. I'm looking towards getting a house. I'll get a decent truck. A truck. I thought I was going to get a Porsche, but I heard from one of the CEOs who purchased a Porsche, although it suits everyone else, but it doesn't suit him or me. He stated that it costs so much money to maintain that it's so he decided to get one of those Ford Broncos and fix it up with a mechanic, which is a very good idea. I used to have a Ford Bronco. That's a really good idea. But I already have a truck in mind, so I'll get a truck, and then once I have transportation and a housing taken care of, and a steady income stream, and everything else taken care of, and somewhere preferably right next to my church, then I will essentially just blossom. I expect to just like blossom, and just flex my muscles and take care of people that I could not take care of, and take care of myself too. So um, that's the path that I'm taking. I haven't made a video in about almost a week, um, because things are moving along, and the things that I have, finally, I'm I'm finally detailing my setup. Okay, my edge. I'm attempting to. I'm seeing a glimpse of. It's like, how do I describe this? How do I describe this? Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like something is manifesting, and it's appearing before me, and it's this setup. This setup is becoming a reality. It's coming together. It's forming into a shape where I can finally say, hey, that's it. That is it. That's it. Okay. But I'm not there yet. But I'm finally getting it's like a mirage. It's not a mirage. It's a real thing, but it's like it's 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 like the Hubble telescope, right? When the Hubble telescope was launched, initially, because the mirror was either it was defective, or it was calculated incorrectly, that it required a secondary lens to provide better focus. It was because it could peer into the universe and see something, but it was hazy because it was out of focus. So it's similar to Hubble telescope. The formation of the vision that I have of this particular unique unique edge that I have, and it's forming. It's manifesting.